live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. We are here at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the 2017 April Fuels Day event. We're sitting here on Friday around noontime, getting ready for Test and Tune to start. In the rental car, gonna go see what's going on out and about. So the staging lanes are filling up. See the Hensley ride there, getting ready to make a pass. Pro Gambler time shots, what these guys are getting ready to do. Hey, Chris Adamson's Jeep there. Hey, the 555 Blazers here. Good to see Israel and the crew out here making some laps. Got the gambler himself, Charlie Johnson, getting ready to go. Got the water truck coming up next to us over here. Put some water now. See Aaron Bailey over there getting ready to go on Chris Pintor, the 555 Jeep. So everybody's getting lined up and getting ready for the Pro Gambler. So if you're just joining in, we're taking a tour here at Soboba. We're in the rental car. We're gonna go see who's out and about, who's here this weekend. We're at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California, for the 2017 April Fuels Day event. The Southern California Sand Drag Association. So we're kind of driving through the pits. See a lot of camps set up. See Mr. Roano. Ford truck made the trip back out here. They're nearly doubling up at the last event. Looks like the pits are filling in. A lot of racers showing up early, and you'll have a lot more folks that'll come out just for the weekend. Looks like Mark Ratliff's here, MPC Racing. That is set up there. Chris Barlow Racing, top alcohol dragster. Getting things ready to go, getting things set up. Hey, George Amos is here. Good to see George Amos. His big black Chevy power dragster. Instigator Dave Den Hartog. I believe he's got his, there it is, his blown altered here as well. So we've got a lot of activity going on out here. Everybody's getting ready to get going. There's Ron DeArtney out and about. So we're just taking a tour around here. Tommy Zavala's car, the Zavala and Sons Racing entry. Nitrous, big black Chevy dragster with the clutch now. There's the Rons, Ron DeArtney and Ron Moran in their pit area. They're getting ready for their first pass of the weekend. Here's Mr. Whitmore. Mark and Ralph getting the Whitmore Speed and Custom altered ready to go. Checking things out down here towards the end. Oh, hey, there's Paul Taylor. Paul Taylor in the Out of Control Top Eliminator dragster. Paul and Heather out here to do some racing this weekend. Oh, yeah, a lot of green vegetation down here. Usually this is pretty well taken care of, but so this is down towards the end of the shutdown area here, the pit parking, where all these folks are pitted at. See Morton Racing top alcohol dragster back there on the next row. Jake, David, Bob, Garth, the whole crew there with that team. Got more trailers rolling in. And it's the ice cream truck. There's the ice cream truck. Going through the pits, checking things out. There's Tommy Soboba. So we're taking a tour of the facility. There's the Garnis family, Robert and Christy, with their Pro ATVs. They're also here selling Torco race fuel. If there's anybody here looking for race fuel, go look up Robert and Christy. Robin Costello getting ready to go. Paul Graham, Larry Snow. These guys all getting ready to get after it. So we're just checking things out here. Hey, DL and Daniel King are here at the Animal Control Dragster. Cambridge crew here. Hey, Keith Ahart's here. Keith and Carolyn. Mr. Mike Gazzini right there on the tractor. Skidmore. Super Mario's in the house. See him here in a minute. There's his car. A pretty good turnout of racers so far. Everybody making the trip in here. Man, Mario's car is just beautiful. It's got an awesome paint job on it now. Always had good looking rides, but man, this one is looking really good right now. There's the Skidmore team right there. Getting things ready to go. And hey, there he is. Oh, Mike Jack's over there too. He bought Keith Ahart's old dragster. Making the trip from New Mexico. Bob Cambridge's dragster. They, if anybody wants to weigh their cars this weekend, they got some scales out here. So go to Bob Cambridge's pit. They've got scales set up to weigh your vehicle this weekend just for a small donation, so go check them out. Looks like we got some generator light plant setups here. There's the faster pastor himself right there, Mr. Mike Glassy, checking things out. Great to see him out here at the Sand Drags this weekend. This is the Larry Minor Motorsports team getting ready to go. And John Wirtz in there calling the shots this weekend on that ride. Normal tuner Bob DeVores up in Las Vegas, or in Top Elko Funny Cars. So John Wirtz stepping in. Morris family team getting ready to go. There's Jim Hammond, April's Dream, getting things ready to go for their first qualifying session. They'll be up at 2 o'clock for Q1. There's the Norris Racing Team, Pat Norris, Marcus, the whole crew, getting things ready to go. Hammer down, Dennis Wright, got the Jeep out, Jeep ready to go, fuel cars out of the trailer. Dennis is deep in thought right there, getting things ready for Q1 here later on this afternoon. Here's the Coldwater Kit team. Matthew Ludlow, the whole crew. There he is right there. They're ready to go. Top fuel. Like I said, Q1's at 2 o'clock. I don't know if these guys are going to run the first session, but they'll definitely be up for the 6 o'clock round. So yeah, this starting to fill in. This area will be all filled up by the time it's all said and done. Some racers pulling in here. We're just taking a tour of the pits. The old rental car out, got the air conditioning on, seeing what's going on. Hey, Cuz is here. Matt Springer making the trip from Colorado. Good to see him. Adamson crew, Joe Simeone. All parked down here. Their cars are in the lanes right now. They're getting ready for their Pro Gambler time shot. Nice looking Jeep there. Never seen that one before. Pretty cool ride. Racer's pulling in, checking things out, ready to go. These guys. All these guys getting ready to get after it. It looks like we got some cars out on the track. So there's the Morris family pits there. And we got the DePass crew over here, Jimmy DePass's car, and to the right, to the left is Dave Huffman's car. So these guys are getting their pit set up, getting ready to go for Q1 here in a little bit. So we'll take a little mosey up through the lanes here, see what's going on. So we're starting to send cars down the track. Wes Johnson's Jeep there. Not sure if Wes is driving that or his buddy that ran it at the last race. Charlie Johnson, Israel Quintero with the green and white Blazer getting ready. Watch a couple passes here as testing, well, this isn't testing, this is time trials for today's Pro Gambler class get underway. Looks like we got a couple buggies up on the starting line. Is coming up next in the right lane. That's the buggy I've never seen before in the far lane. See what they can do here in the next pair. So, just to recap, you're watching the National Sand Drag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. We're doing a little on the move live streaming. We're in the rental car, seeing what's happening out and about, who's in the pits, who's here, who's got their cars out and ready to go. And now we're up trackside, still in a rental car. Watch a few passes go down the track as we start time trials for today's Pro Gambler class. So Kenny Hayes is over here in the near lane and the right lane. Nice straight run for Kenny, right down the middle of the track. A little late on the tree, but he went 356. Yeah, mile an hour is not quite right, but 356 is the number for Kenny Hayes, first pass of the weekend. So next pair up, it's going to be Bob Cambridge driving the Cambridge family buggy, the one that Kevin normally pilots. He'll be over here in the near lane, right lane, and Joe Simeone in the I Love It Jeep. Joe Simeone 438, 476 is the number for Bob Cambridge. Pretty normal run for the Cambridge buggy. And Joe with a 38 to start the weekend. So next up, it's going to be Chris Adamson over in the far lane in the Bounty Hunter against the Hangin' Loose Jeep from the Huff family out of Oregon. I'm not sure which Huff is driving it right now. It's always great to see the Huff family out here. Oh, there you go. We got the green and white 555 Quintero Blazer going out to make a pass. Chris Adamson 090 on the tree. And he goes 432 to a 452 for Huff over here in the near lane. Has a beautiful Blazer over there. Not sure if it's a Blazer or a truck. I believe it's a Blazer though. Beautiful ride. Up against, well, that's Jeff Dye. Get the the Jeep that Sid Payne had and Chris Pintor. I think Jeff Dye's behind the wheel of that hot rod. So we'll watch one more pair go down the track, and then we'll take a little break, and we'll come back later with more action. But I just wanted to give you guys a little taste of the action and what's going on. We just kicked off time trials here. Quintero turned it red over on the far side, 060 red, and 591. Looked like he didn't launch clean. 414 is the number for Jeff Dye over here in the right lane for the brown Jeep. So, all right, folks. Well, you've been watching the National Sandbag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. There's the catalog right there. So, we'll be back with more streams throughout the weekend, and we're in the time trial round for the Pro Gambler, and then we'll go to Q1 for the heads-up categories at 2 o'clock. The heads-up classes will run at 2 and 6 today, and then we'll have the Pro Gambler, the car Pro Gambler will get done kind of earlier in the day, and then we'll have Pro Car Test and Tune or time shots later on, as well as a Motorcycle Gambler. So a lot of racing on store for the rest of the day, and hey, stay tuned to National Sandbag News. We'll keep you guys covered this weekend.